All right, boys, welcome to another episode of the Fellowship of the Fleek Fantasy Football Weekly Podcast Recap. Joining me with me today is the manager for Team Seaboys, Shin Park.
So, how are you guys doing today?
Welcome to the
Got my hat on.
welcome to
Thank
the
you for having
podcast,
me.
Shin.
Thank you. Thank you for this podcast invitation. I got that Sea Dolphins hat on just to represent the Sea Dolphins, the Sea Boys. You know,
Yeah, that says Miami Dolphins
Min-
actually.
the Minnesota Dolphins here.
Minnesota
I got you
Dolphins.
guys representing.
Okay.
It's fantasy football, so.
All right, so Shin, how many of these podcasts have you watched? Let's be honest. We had
I
Tyler,
I'll be honest with you. I watched
Chase,
three of them.
Wade, Mason.
I watched Case. I watched Wade. And I watched another one. I don't know who it was, but
Well, one of
it
them
was
was Mason
definitely.
and one of us Tyler.
I think I watched the one before Wade. Was that Chase?
I'm not sure the order, to be honest.
Yeah, but I don't know. I remember watching 3 different videos about it.
Okay. So you should be pretty good with the format. You should know what's coming.
I kind of skipped through a lot of stuff. It was kind of boring. So
Okay.
you guys were talking some bullshit. So I was like, oh, let me just skip this. So
All right. So the first section I like to do is just talk about how we know each other, how long we've known each other.
Oh, you want to say it?
Yeah, you say it.
A long ass time ago, I would say. We actually know each other through band back in middle school. Whenever we went to Bush, I don't know how long that was. It's now like 20 years ago, I think.
Damn, dude.
Is it 20 years?
Okay, we
I mean,
entered
but
we entered high school in 2008. So it would have been
2000.
2007 or 2006. 2006, I think, was when we had symphonic band.
Yeah. So I mean, you were in concert band,
2006.
weren't you?
I was not in concert band, bro. You always fuck this
The
up.
lower tier band.
No, I was not in the lower tier
Oh, was
band.
that Jesse? Oh, okay. I think the only reason you were in symphonic band because like there's like nobody playing the saxophone.
That's not true, bro. There was three of
Oh,
us.
was it DEI or I don't
No,
know.
you better shut the fuck up. I was getting mine. So that would have been
I think
2006, which is I guess 18 years ago. Yeah, 18 years
yeah.
ago.
God damn, that's a long time ago, man.
That's crazy. That's how old Prame is. So
Yeah,
we've known each other as long
yeah,
as Prame has been alive.
yeah. But we never hung out. Like
No.
you know, we just knew each other because of band. That's about it. I remember you were in karate
Yeah, I
in
remember
middle
you in
school.
karate too, but we weren't in the same
Even that,
class.
yeah, we were in the same class. It was
Yeah,
split, which was
yeah,
surprising. I didn't know that many people were in karate. So
yeah. I knew you were in karate
yeah,
too.
I was going
Um,
ham in karate. That's what I
I
know.
mean, we'll never know. We were never in the same class. We never got to fight.
Take that, Kia. That shit
So
was loud.
so
Okay.
obviously we were in band from since middle school and then through high school, and then really I feel like 12th grade we started playing Starcraft, and that's when the GII
Yeah,
really started.
yeah. Uh, that's when people were copying StarCraft on their USB,
Yep.
and they were bringing it to school, and we just like hooked it up and just started playing it. We got caught several times. I remember getting caught, like because like remember there was this small room in band, like there were
Yeah,
like four
there was a
computers or
computer
something
lab. Yeah,
like
they
that.
had a little computer
Yeah,
lab
yeah,
in there.
yeah, yeah. We were playing StarCraft in there. It was pretty funny. And also like there was this. I remember there was this teacher like who taught like PowerPoints and shit like that. Like he would let us in after school and he would let us play StarCraft. I
Yeah,
remember
the computer
playing
team.
with.
Was it
Yeah,
Mr.
yeah,
VZ?
yeah. I
I
don't
think his name was Mr.
dude.
VZ if I remember correctly.
It's
But
been so long. I remember going in there a couple of times. We were like doing 3v3 and shit like that. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun.
I remember my earliest memory of playing StarCraft back then was I never knew how much worse I was at StarCraft than other people until I saw you and the other Koreans playing, and I was like, oh no, like I was like, oh, I'm pretty good, and like then I saw y'all play, and I was like, oh shit, man, I can't play with these guys.
Like, as soon as you heard that keyboard sound, like just clicking, I'm like, what the? All those like hotkeys and stuff like that. You're like, oh, you're tunnel vision. I
You
remember
know,
you tunnel vision.
I'll be honest, man. At that point in time, I didn't even think that it would make more sense to build multiple buildings. I only used to have one, I used to have one of every building. I never thought like, oh, if you make 2 gateways, you can bring in twice as many units. And then I learned really
Just
quickly.
make one each.
Yeah, I used to make one each. Literally, I was like, oh, I'll just have one of each. That's all I need. Yeah, but that was fun. I like to think that I got a lot better at StarCraft in that time. But
I would say I'm not sure about getting better, but
shut the fuck up, bro.
you like you knew as far in terms of macro skills, just like moving like all those what's that called? Like action per minute or something like that, APM.
Yeah.
You knew you couldn't catch up with the Koreans, with the Asians, so you have to do something different, like some bitch ass tactics like cannon rush and stuff like that. Like, don't attack until like for 15 minutes and stuff like that, Like so that way, like don't come to my base for 20 minutes. And like I don't know what the hell you're gonna do. I gotta plan my, I gotta strategize based on what you're doing, but you wouldn't let me do that. So I mean, those are some handicaps that
I'm still gonna hold on to
other people.
I'm still gonna hold on to the fact that I did beat you that one time. That one time I beat you. That was when I peaked the StarCraft.
I'll give you that. Okay, that one time. Okay.
Well, also I like to kind of talk about who else in the league you know, how long maybe you've known them. So I'll let you kind of speak to that.
Yeah. So Jesse, of course. I guess I known him since
same amount of time, basically.
Same amount of time as you, and also Wade, I guess.
Yep.
Because Wade was also in band. So those two people are the longest that I know, and besides that, people that I saw from. Oh, is Daniel coming to the?
Oh, Daniel's not in the fantasy football. I'm tripping. No.
We don't. Man.
No, I forgot.
People for fantasy only.
Yeah, we're talking about fantasy only. That's my bad.
Hey, do you guys know Rafi Gaddafi? Do you guys know him? By the way, he's coming to the bachelor's party. By the way, he's on the league.
Yeah. Sorry. Keep going.
Besides that, I know Chase. I'm pretty sure I saw your brother at one point. I don't know if he remembers me. Joji. I'm not sure about.
How do you know Chase and Joji?
From your 30th birthday party in Miami.
/engagement.
/engagement, yes.
Mason was there too.
Who?
Mason.
Mason. And Nathan. And the
Thune. Can't forget him.
I got fucked up there most of the time, so.
Yeah, Nathan always loves telling me the story of you being fucked up in the morning going to the airport.
Yeah, I was very fucked up, especially on the boat. Like whenever I was on the boat, it was. I felt like shit, man.
I have a picture of you on the boat, and you look really happy. I think that was before you got fucked up, though.
I got very drunk, and some other things happened. But afterwards, it felt like shit. Pretty sure I took a shit after that as well. But yeah,
it was a good time. It was a good time.
It was a good time. I think it was too good. That's why. It's too much fun. It's not good.
So do you think the bachelor party will be more or less fun than Miami? What do you think?
I mean, some of the activities that you're planning on doing, I think, is more. It's not intended, but it's more catering to what I enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Like you got the LAN party and shit like that, paintball, all that stuff. So I'm lightweight, man. I can't be drinking a lot, so
it's okay.
If you do those activities, I'll have more fun for sure. Yeah.
So the thing I like to talk about is kind of sports in general. Do you have a team that you root for?
I'll let you. Sea Dolphins. Look at the huddle. What you mean?
Can you explain explain to us what the Sea Dolphins are? So not everyone may know what the Sea Dolphins are. Yeah, who are the Sea
Miami
Dolphins?
Sea Dolphins. You guys know about the Miami Sea Dolphins? That's the
there's the Miami Dolphins and there's the Seattle Seahawks.
Okay.
So
these, I don't know if you remember, but several years back, I think we were either in college or we graduated from college. We actually did a fantasy football.
We did.
We had a league going. I think it was only 5 or 6 people.
No, it was 4.
No, was it only 4?
Yeah, it was you, me, Rafi, and Jesse.
I thought Daniel was in there. No.
No, I don't think so.
Man. Yeah. So that's the first time I ever did fantasy. I had no idea what I was doing. I was just I was doing worse than the auto draft basically because the first draft pick. I still remember this. I drafted Patrick Mahomes at the time.
And
So, anyways,
that
but
was a one quarterback league.
oh, that was a one quarterback league, and
Yeah.
you draft the quarterback. Uh, but yeah, that time I was just trying to troll Michael because like he was all about the Cowboys and stuff like that.
There's
So
no
I knew if I
was.
would
There's
just,
always.
I think Jesse secretly kind of likes the Cowboys, but I
What do
know
you mean
definitely.
secretly likes the Cowboys? He's a Cowboys fan too. He's just
No, it's more like a Jesse's more like a basketball guy than football. So I mean, he
yeah,
enjoys
he's more
football, but
basketball, bro.
not as much as you, dude.
Yeah,
Like it's
he's
easier. I would say it's easier to trigger you whenever it comes to the Cowboys
yeah,
than
for sure,
Jesse.
for sure. He doesn't get he's not as emotionally invested in the Cowboys as me, but
You're
he's
very most invested in
yeah,
that
but
shit.
we're both Cowboys fans.
Yes. Okay. But anyways, I was trying to trigger Michael in some way, so I think
So you
I
come up
don't
with
know.
the Sea Dolphins.
Yes, the team name Sea Dolphins. I don't know. It just clicked. Like Sea Dolphins, kind of like
Yeah,
like
I think you like the
it kind of like
Seahawks
what's your
because of
yeah.
Marshawn, and then I don't know where the
Marshawn
Dolphins
Lynch,
came
yes. I
from.
don't know who he was, but people talked about Marshawn Lynch, so yeah. So I don't know, it just clicked. Like if you tell somebody that doesn't have any idea what football is, and just tell them, hey, I like the Sea Dolphins. Like, what do you think about them? And they'll just believe you. Like, oh, like, maybe that's a team in football. It kind of makes sense. Sea
Yeah,
Dolphins, it makes sense. So I
it
went with
does.
that. I was planning on naming that for this league, but kind of wanted to change it up. Name the Sea Boys.
That's true. You are the Sea Boys. You're not the Sea Dolphins. So look, maybe down deep down there, there's a tiny little PC that likes the Cowboys.
How tiny are we talking about? Like, are we talking about the atomic level size? Like, are we
Yeah,
going
yeah,
to
maybe
the
atomic level.
atomic level? I agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, let's go ahead and get into the league. Okay,
All right, let's
so
go it. Let's do
all
it.
right, so I got the stats up here. I'm on slide one. This is
Mm-hmm.
my game from last week. So this one really sucked to lose, man. I'm on a two week losing streak now, and
Mm-hmm.
I can take you back exactly in my mind where I was. It was 11:55 on.
Wait? Could you start from? Could you go back just a little bit? Like after I beat you, how you felt?
No, that was
I don't know
last
if you
week.
talked about it.
We talked
You
about that
already talked
already.
about it
Yep,
really.
that was last week. You can go
do a
watch it.
recap on that real quick? Okay.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
go watch it. You can go watch it. The link will be in the description.
And the comments too.
Yeah, the comments. All right, so for this game, it was 11:55 on Sunday. Vicky and I was driving in the parking lot for Walmart because we wanted to get Halloween decorations for the house, and I had
Okay.
2 minutes. I was like, oh, let me check my fantasy football real quick, and I had 2 minutes. And the last decision that I was trying to figure out was should I start Achan or should I start Rico Dowdle because
Oh,
I
yeah.
had just picked up Rico Dowdle, and this is what was going in my mind. Okay, the Dolphins are ass, but they're going against New England, who's also ass.
Okay.
Dowdle, we're going against Pittsburgh, but they have a really good defense.
Defense, yes.
But and then also like like it shows like the green and the red, right? Achan was showing green against New England. Dowdle was showing red against Pittsburgh. But here was the other thing, right? In my experience, I feel like the Cowboys usually play better on Sunday Night Football earlier in the season when there's less playoff implications. For whatever reason, they usually win those games in my memory. So I had a good feeling the Cowboys were gonna win and they were gonna have a good game. But I was just like, I just kind of thought I was like, if there's one person who's more likely to just randomly go off between Dowdle and Achan, I feel like it would probably be Achan. And as you can see, that's the reason I lost. If I had
Mhm.
just in that split second went Dowdle, I would have won. But I mean, if you look at it, I really didn't deserve to win. I mean, Mason left so many points on the bench. Like it would have just been luck. That was basically it. And then you know, you and I were catching up a little bit before we started recording. But like the craziest thing was my quarterbacks are going
Your
crazy.
quarterbacks went crazy.
And
33 points, like from
66
each
points
of
from
them.
two players.
That is crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
but see,
know.
this was what I was expecting my team to be like almost not every single week, but I was kind of expecting them to average like 50 points a week. Because Burrow, like he usually is like really good, and Lamar's always scoring a lot of points. And this is
Mhm.
honestly the first week that I feel like they've both had really good games.
Yeah, Burrow went crazy. Like, look at that. Like,
Five
almost 400
touchdowns.
yards, 5 touchdowns.
And that was the other thing I was talking about in the chat where I was like, it was stupid of me to start the Ravens defense, but and I don't remember exactly what my logic was, but like there was a couple weeks before where the Ravens defense like the quarterback that went against them did well, but the Ravens defense also did well because they had a lot of turnovers. So I was
Mhm.
kind of thinking like, okay, maybe there's a way where Burrow gets some points, but the Ravens defense still scores some. And I don't know, I guess I was more nervous about the Saints going against Kansas City. And I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have,
Well,
I was holding on to both those defenses too hard. I should have dropped the Saints. I think they started off really hot. I should have picked up someone else and maybe started them. But all in
but the
all,
turning the base the, but the turning point in this matchup is that HN,
yeah.
choosing between HN and Dowden.
Yeah, that was
So
it.
the thing about like I don't know if you whenever you pick out the players to play for that week, do you ever look at their previous scores and things? You
Yeah,
always
of
reference all of
course.
that, right?
Always,
But
yeah.
like if you look at Asian after his QB got hurt, Tua, right? After he got hurt, like he hasn't been performing well.
I know, but it's the sample size
So
isn't
there's some
enough.
consist. That's true, yeah, but still, I
It's
don't
only
know.
week
Like
5.
after, I don't know what happened to the Dolphins, but ever since that QB got hurt,
Yeah.
all of them, like overall, all of them started performing bad.
Yeah, and it makes sense,
And
but
I
that's
thought
yeah.
the running back wouldn't be as as impactful whenever you lose a QB, but Hn did that, didn't he? Like even the previous, I guess the week before that, he wasn't
He wasn't doing that well
performing well,
either. But
and that was that was the reason you lost
that's
to
the
me,
reason I
right?
lost to you too. Yep. So now I'm at a point where I think HN will probably not get the start again until Tua comes back. I
Right,
also
right.
might trade him. He's that's on the trade block. So if you're interested in HN, send me an offer. But I still think he's gonna be really valuable. I think Tua's gonna come back. He needs to get money. He's not gonna retire. And
Isn't he coming back after the bye week?
I think it hasn't been fully confirmed, but I feel like if he hasn't announced his retirement, I think that means he's gonna come back.
If
Um,
he is, I mean, you should hold on to him
that's what I'm
until you
saying.
get a
Like
little
I
update on
yeah,
that. Yeah, instead of trying to
I
trade
don't
him right
like
away.
I don't like risking. I don't like trading when there's too much risk, like of the unknown. I would rather get
Mm.
something not as good, but be more secure about it, than just like leave it out there and get something and then HN, because HN could still end up like going ham the back half of the season if Tua comes back and he doesn't get hurt. But that's a lot of ifs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's
But
true.
yeah, for now going forward, I think HN will not be starting until Tua is back for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I picked up Cam Akers off the bench and he was productive. The other thing that really fucked me against Mason is that Drake London and
Drake
Brock
London, yeah,
Bowers.
that dude.
Are you serious? 27 points. Brock Bowers 19 points from a tight
Bowers, I
end.
don't know how 97 yards with 1 touchdown as a tight end,
That's not it, bro. Come on, man.
and he got an early touchdown too. I think
Yes, it was
that was
very early.
the
It was
first
very
touchdown, right? That's the first
yes.
touchdown from
It
the
was very
Raiders.
early.
Kind of
Yep.
crazy.
But I will say the silver lining to this is that I forced Mason to join the league because we needed the 10th. I knew he would say okay, and he texted in the group. After 8 years not watching football, he was there watching football. So I got my boy in more interested in football, more interested in fantasy, and who knows,
Oh, does he
man.
watch? Does he? He started watching games now
Well, that game, the Baltimore
because of this.
Cincinnati
Oh,
game,
okay,
was the first game he's watched that he said like of his own volition since forever. So I'm not gonna
and
say
that was a
he's.
crazy game.
I don't think he's
Yeah.
gonna watch football every week now, but he's a lot more interested and locked in than he was before. That's for sure.
I see.
But he's also at the top of our standings, which is annoying as hell. So someone
Hmm.
needs to beat him. But yeah, I wanna keep it moving. But let's see if there's anything. I don't think there's really anything else I want to talk about here. So let's go ahead and go to your game. So you played Tyler. Um,
The 4-0
go ahead.
guy.
Yeah, I'll let you.
Finally got your ass, Tyler.
All right,
I don't think I saw him ever, but I'm gonna talk some shit.
okay,
I just want to
that's
let you know.
that's what we need. That's what we need. Shit. We need to talk
I
that
just want to let
shit.
you know. I don't want to talk about it last week. We have to start there. Okay, 3-0. Somehow Michael was
Oh, you're
3-0,
talking
and
about me.
yes, and it was either Tyler, both of you, got Tyler and you were leading, right?
Undefeated.
You guys
Yeah.
were undefeated, right? Somebody in the league had to get the job done. Okay, they had
Shut
to
the
bring the
fuck up.
balance. They had to bring the balance to the league. Nobody was up for it. Nobody couldn't do it. It was me who beat Michael and Tyler to balance out the league. Is there a league chart somewhere? Hold on, let me pull it by stupid
I got it.
thing up.
I got it right here,
Okay,
Shin.
okay.
I got the lead chart right here.
Thank you, Michael. Look at that. Let's go and skip on to that. Like, what slide is
I got
this?
no. It's on the second slide 7.
Okay. Look at that now. This is the work that I put in towards the league. Okay, mind you, this is my second time doing fantasy football.
That's not true.
This is my second
You've
time.
been
I'm being
doing
that
work
honest.
leagues. You're a liar.
This is my second fantasy league. What are you talking
No,
about?
this is not, Shin. You did fantasy with your coworkers before.
That was my first one. Man, if you want to consider having dude, fantasy football with 4 people doesn't count. I don't think that counts. I wasn't even looking at
Okay, but
those.
how many years did you do fantasy with your coworkers? Not one, more than one.
No, that was my first one.
So you did one
Last year,
year. Nah,
I
I
did
don't.
one fantasy. Yeah, I did one fantasy league
Okay,
with my
whatever.
coworkers, and this is my second one. I mean, believe it or not, but like I said, somebody had to balance out the league. No one could do it. I was the chosen one. Okay, I was the chosen one to get the job done. Therefore, look at the league. Look at the standing now. Look at the
Shit.
standing now. It's more balanced. You see how Tyler is 4-1 now. Now he's on. I don't know what's going to happen to him next week. Definitely, Michael. He's on that declining phase now. Look at him.
No,
It's like
I'll be okay.
2
Don't worry
losses
about
in a
me.
row.
Don't worry.
2 losses in a
Let's go
row. He
back.
did get hold this week.
We're
But I
gonna
just want to
talk.
say,
We're gonna talk on all of this
I
later.
got the job done.
Okay.
I got the job done. You're welcome.
All right. Let's go
I
back to
mean,
Tyler's. Let's go back to you and Tyler. Let's go back to you and Tyler.
okay. Let's talk about this because this is interesting. This is very interesting. I made some moves here. Let's see. Was it slide 2?
Yep.
Slide 4, right?
No,
So
slide 2.
slide 2, yeah, okay. So I made some moves. I know Jalen Hurts had a bye week. Then there are several moves I made. Like DJ Moore, I mean, he was consistent with scoring like low points, like low, like not high, not mid, just like low tens and stuff like that. So, I mean, he did well on week 5, but still, I couldn't trust him to do. I mean, I had to perform well in order to beat Tyler, so I took him out. So I
I mean,
took
Mike
a
Evans has been
risk.
really consistent.
Mike has been consistent, which is I put him in. I mean, he's my
Yeah.
best wide receiver, but that's not saying much. But I had to take a risk. I had to do something here. So, like, if you noticed, I think that I changed up the QB. I picked up Flacco
Yep.
because the reason I picked up Flacco was because I think before that, it was Richardson, right? Anthony Richardson. He got hurt. Then Flacco went in
Yep.
the week before, and he got like 10 something points before Richardson. Like he got subbed in, and Richardson kind of scored. I think he had like 7 or 5 or something like that. So overall, if Flacco were to play during week 4, like throughout the entire game, he would have scored at least like 8. He would have given me at least 18 points. I feel like that's what I felt like. Okay, and I knew that Richardson wasn't going to play week 5, and I wasn't going to pick Deshaun Watson. Okay, I'm not Jesse.
Massage Watson.
Okay, I'm not going to pick Massage Watson. Fool me twice. Shame on you. I mean, shame on me, but shame on shame on you, Jesse. So I wasn't gonna pick Watson because either he needs to get a foot massage or go to like a Thai massage, place to get all that shit done before he can play well. So I knew Flacco. I had to take a chance on Flacco because Richardson wasn't gonna play, and this guy's old. He's like 30-something years old. He's not gonna run the ball. He has to throw. That's all he can do. So I knew he was gonna throw some balls. So I took a risk there. Robinson. I took out DJ Moore. I know Robinson.
He played well
Was
against the Cowboys. Whenever I watched that game, and he played pretty well.
Yeah, he did pretty well, but at the same time, he was like the second wide receiver, right? But the first wide receiver got hurt. He couldn't play that week. So I was like, okay, let me take a chance there again. So I put in Robinson, but I should have, I didn't know DJ Moore was going to score 25 points, so that was kind of crazy. So, but I took a chance there. Tight ends, I don't have a good luck with tight ends, so I just like I heard he's going to play, so I just put him in. Thurman,
That was your waiver,
same
I think, the
idea.
week before.
That was a waiver. I think I picked him up like the day before the game.
Yeah.
The game, yeah. And Thurman, he was going to be the leading running back because JT got hurt.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay. So if I'm gonna sub in and take a risk, might as well like sub in people that's gonna be the leading running back or the wide receiver. That's pretty much that's what I did there. And as far as defense goes, I think the reason I picked the Seahawks was because they have a better chance against the New York Giants. New York Giants, they're gonna throw the ball and shit. And I mean, either James Cook gonna run it or they're gonna throw it. So I don't think they have a really good. I think Seahawks had a better defense,
Well, you
I
didn't talk about
believe, in
Kyler.
the projection. Kyler? I mean,
Yeah.
Kyler was my, second quarterback choice. So
Yeah,
I
I
had
guess
to go
you
with
had
him.
to put them.
That was
Okay.
the only choice. I mean, Kyler right now is like a hit or miss. Like sometimes he goes off, sometimes he doesn't. So like, I didn't want to risk changing another quarterback. After putting in Flacco, I wasn't gonna, I might as well take a chance on Kyler. So I just, you know, I was sticking with him. So pretty much out of the if you look at the team, I took a risk on one, two, three, four. Yeah, four different players pretty much. I mean, if you include the defense. So I mean, it paid off. So they did pretty well, I think. Better than I expected to be. And I don't think Tyler actually performed well, especially Brees Hall. He only got 5 points there. Jordan Mason wasn't performing well. So I got kind of lucky there, but also taking a risk on these players paid off for sure. Because I scored him by like 36 points.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, if he had the perfect lineup, he still wouldn't have beat you.
Yes. I was
Yeah.
trying to take Zay Flowers from the waivers, and he took it.
Yeah.
Oh, and he wasn't even planning on playing that dude that week. So I was like, what the hell? But
Yeah, but
it
it
is what
looks
it
like it
is.
was a bad week for Tyler because he had David Montgomery and Jamison Williams on bye.
Right. True.
So that was kind of tough. But
But I'm like, even with those two players on a bye
yeah.
week, he still had a solid team, though.
Yeah.
Jaden
So
Daniels is going off right now.
yeah, it is funny. It's yeah. Also, I just wanted to highlight this overachiever right here.
Oh, what is that?
That
Could
means
you
that you
explain
got
that to me?
lucky.
What do you mean?
It means your team was supposed to score 98 points and they scored 145.
I'm not sure if that's lucky. It's like believing in my teammates and
Okay.
my players. Okay,
Believe in the heart of
that's
the
what managers,
players.
the heart of the players, exactly.
Okay.
Don't look at the projection, guys. Let me give you a tip here. Do not believe. Don't believe in those projections. Okay, believe in on the players.
All right,
Believe on the play. That's what good managers do. Okay.
all right, I'm gonna go ahead and bring it to week 6. So I'm playing against Wade. I haven't fully set my lineup yet.
Mm-hmm.
The flex is where I'm really still haven't decided. So everything here is pretty much settled, except I did update my defense. I think I dropped the Saints and I picked up the Bills actually because
Really?
you dropped
Okay.
the Bills. I think I picked up the Bills because they're playing I think Carolina, and I was like that seems like a good matchup there because Carolina's
Mm-hmm.
terrible. So I my defense is switched out. I'm deciding between Dowdle or Singletary. Um,
Is it Singletary still hurt?
no, I think he's gonna play. I mean, if Singletary's hurt, then
Is he?
I'll go with Dowdle. But I think he'll play because I think he could have played last week, but then they ended up not playing him. So I think he will play this week. And I
Mm.
feel like Cincinnati's defense has not been good all year, so I think he will be a better option than Dowdle because the Lions' defense I feel like actually is pretty good. Um, but yeah, I don't think I have much else to say about the matchup. I mean, right now the projection's low, but I don't have my flex in. So
True.
if Singletary was in with 10, then I would be just 5 points
Like,
short of
yeah.
where Wade's at. So,
I feel like it all depends on
yeah.
like as for Wade, like if Justin Fields. I mean, he went off the week before. I think week 4, I think, right?
Yeah, but he got shit on with the Cowboys and at
That
home.
was.
But it
I
was
feel
also
like Cowboys
rainy.
got lucky with that game, but yeah, okay, whatever.
Whatever, bro. I'm expecting a big week from Saquon and
Right.
Lamar and Joe Burrow. So I feel confident going into this game.
Stephon Diggs, I think he's gonna perform well because Nico Collins is
Nico
hurt.
Collins I think is gonna
Nico's
be out.
out,
Yeah.
so him and Tank Dell is gonna share the ball. So I think
Yep.
he's gonna get some decent points. Devontae Smith, he's coming back from the injury, so
Yeah.
but also AJ Brown is gonna be playing. So
Yeah, but
we'll see
Devontae
how
is
that
still like he
goes.
usually does well regardless of if AJ Brown is
Yeah,
there or
right,
not.
right, right.
The
I
other
agree.
thing though I gotta check, I think Cam Akers, I think Joe Mixon's gonna be back. So I might actually need to sub Dowdle in for Cam Akers
I see.
regardless. So I actually
I'm always curious.
might need to
Yeah,
start
go
Dowdle
ahead.
and Singletary. Because I think Cam Akers
Okay,
is not starting next week, so I need to fix that.
I see. I'm always curious, like these players, whenever they come back from the injury, like
Are they
do
better or
they
worse?
are they better or worse, or are they the same, or
Yeah.
like that always because I have some players on my own that are injured and they're coming back. I think hopefully they're coming back, but I don't know how they're gonna turn out.
Yeah, it's tough to say. I think it depends a lot on the position and the injury. Um,
Hmm.
but yeah. Let's go ahead and
Yeah,
go to yours.
Wade has a solid running backs right now.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Marvin Harrison is hit or miss right now.
So you're playing against Joji next week.
Ah, the
You,
Joji.
you want to
I
talk
don't
some
think
shit?
he. No, I don't think Joji really is interested in this fantasy league because I already got my team set up. As you can see, um, but he hasn't even looked at his team. Look at it. Look at the look at him. He's not even paying attention to it. Okay,
I
he
didn't
got
say
Anthony
it.
Richardson. That's
I didn't say it. That's all I'm gonna say.
well, you didn't say what?
I didn't say anything. You said it.
Okay, I don't think he's really interested. I mean, he's 2-3 right now. Look at his projection. Keep in mind, my projection is still a little 97.55, but we'll see how that turns out. Okay, we'll see how that turns out.
Do you want to give any
Uh,
insight into is this your final lineup right here or are you still figuring it out?
I'm still figuring it out. It depends on how they're gonna play. I think I took out Sermon and put in. I forgot what I put in. I think I changed it up.
I saw you
Right
dropped
now,
Ertz. I remember you dropped Ertz.
mhm.
Why
Right now
did
I have
why'd you
Tyrell
drop the Bills
Tracy
defense?
defense. I think defense is. It really depends on who you're going against. I feel like
Yeah.
it changes it fluctuates so much, and unless like you have the Vikings or maybe the Jets, I feel like they all like go back and forth. They either perform well, or they don't, or they just like go even. Especially those not the bad defense, but anything that is like mid. It really depends on who you're going against. I feel like as in terms of defense. So I kind of want to. I typically rely on the projection for that one, but sometimes I kind of if I want to go real deep in it, I look up the deep like the players that are out due to injury in their defense team
Yep.
and make my choice based on that. But yeah, I did took out Sermon because I think I don't know the reason why. I think he was sharing with the other guy, the third running back, because I put
Mm,
Sermon in because JT was out, right?
yeah. Oh, I
And he
misspoke
was
earlier. So the Bills actually they're not playing Carolina, they're playing the Jets. That's why I picked
oh
them up. But the weird thing is when a head coach gets fired, usually the team goes ham the very next week. So I'm kind of second guessing it now. But
did you pick the Bills because of the how they performed last week? Is that the reason
no,
why?
not really. More so just that they had a favorable matchup. I don't
Mm.
know why in my mind it was Carolina, but it's actually the Jets. So I don't know. I may switch that out, but they have a pretty good run coming up. They're going against Tennessee, then the Seahawks, and then Miami. And
Oh,
if
you're
Miami,
planning to keep the defense
I think I
throughout
might.
the
I
throughout
mean,
the
I have the
league?
Ravens
Okay.
defense too, so it just kind of depends. I'm not really sure yet. We'll see what I'm gonna do there.
Yeah, for
Oh,
me, defense is
I'm
something that I
tripping.
can just
Okay, so
give up easily.
yeah, I actually misread this. So you had dropped the Bills a while ago, and then
Yes, yes. And then I picked up
Wade picked them up and then
Seahawks.
dropped them.
Yeah, I picked up Seahawks, and
Yeah,
they did pretty well. Then I dropped Seahawks, and I switched it to
yeah.
right now. I don't know who I have. I have the Houston, the Titans, and the reason for that is because New England is starting with a new quarterback, the white dude, that white boy.
Drake May.
Yeah, he's starting this week. So either he's gonna, I don't know if he's gonna pop off, but I feel like he's gonna make a lot of mistakes. So, which is why I kind of put the Texans in there.
Okay,
That was the reason why. See, I'm making smart choices, you know.
okay, okay. Do
You
you
think
find
about it,
yourself
it's
do you find yourself enjoying football more through playing fantasy, or is it
I
just
gotta say, just the fantasy itself is kind of enjoyable because like you're going against people that you already know.
yeah,
I mean, not all of them, but some of them,
yeah.
and the satisfaction that you get whenever you beat them, I like that a lot. You know, I like the taste of defeat on other players, especially you know this week. I mean, the week 5 and week 4 especially. You know, and yeah, it can't be like a landslide victory. It has to be like like 4 or 5 points difference.
Yep, yep, yep.
That type of game that that taste of victory is very sweet. I gotta tell you.
All right, well, since you brought up the league, I'm gonna go ahead and just switch it to the league standings again. So, as you can see, Mason is at the top. So we need someone to beat Mason now.
I mean, I
Um.
lost to Mason. Just FYI, I lost to Mason because that's when Derrick Henry went
Oh, when he had that 30,
ham.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, it was just I'm like, there's no way I could beat this guy. It was crazy.
yeah.
But yeah, someone
So
has to beat Mason. So I'm not gonna go against Mason. Someone has to beat him.
yeah, I don't think I actually have a slide on here for like all the matchups for the next week. I might start doing that later.
Yeah, someone has
Um.
to bring the balance, guys.
Yeah, but
It can't
I
be me.
I do like to have this slide up because I feel like it is kind of insightful, right? So you can see I've scored the most points in the league by almost 40 points, but somehow I'm in fourth place.
Are you talking about the max point
No, no, no,
scored
just
or?
just PF right here.
Yeah, and as you can tell, that doesn't matter, right? Like
Yeah,
you can.
it's getting
That's
hoed.
evidence that it doesn't matter how much points you scored overall in the
It's
league. It
about how you
doesn't
get
matter.
lucky with who you play that week.
It's about how you pick the right players to play that week and adjust them accordingly, so that way
Do you
you don't
see?
make
Look at you see this shit. You
any
see it.
mistakes.
You see
Like
your
putting
name
Asian
here.
in, like putting Asian in week 4, thinking that it's gonna go hand whenever he had a bad game the week before
You
because
mean week
Tua ain't
five?
there.
You
But
mean week
week
five?
5, whatever it is, you. That's on you.
Shit,
Okay, it's about how you choose a team.
do you see the seaboys down here at the bottom of this list right here? That's definition you're getting lucky.
I see that 4-1. That's what I see.
Oh my god.
That 4-1.
Everyone down here is 4-1.
See here, it just tells you that PF doesn't matter. Let's look at the guy below me, the C boys below me. Look at that. He's losing by 2 points in terms of points scored in the league, right?
That means he's getting hoed.
He's 1-4.
Yep.
I'm 4-1. You see the difference? It's about setting up the team to get the maximum amount of potential out of them during that week. You know,
Mm.
it's all about strategy, guys. Okay,
What's
that's how you
actually
win as a manager.
what's
That's how you
actually
win as a manager.
impressive. What's actually
It's
impressive is over
cool.
here. Look at Nathan. Nathan is
What's Nathan?
eighth
Okay.
in max PF, but he's third in PF. That means
Yeah, that's actually he's good at making choices,
he's really good at making the right
setting up his
choices,
team.
but he's getting opponents that score a lot. So
I
Nathan's
mean, maybe
actually
I don't know exactly who Nathan went against. Maybe he was going against a lot of good teams
yeah.
that are on the top. I mean, he didn't go against me yet, so he'll see. We'll see about that. But
You're talking too much. You're gonna lose this week.
I swear to God, no one's gonna trade with me anymore. If they
Uh,
watch this podcast, no one's gonna ever trade with me now. They're all gonna be like, "Fuck this guy, fuck Sea Boys." No one's gonna trade with me, man. I swear to God.
All
Yeah,
right,
maybe Nathan went against good teams, and he'll pick it up.
all right. So I got slide 8 up here, the superlatives. So
Okay.
we can see that me and Prame were moving up in the world on the getting hoed list.
Mm.
Shin, you're tied for first with lucky motherfucker, and I think that's really that the data really backs it up. Fleek King,
I mean, I am an
you're also
overachiever,
moving.
right?
You're moving up in Fleek King.
Fleek King,
Yeah.
most efficient. Look at the most efficient, biggest blowout, best team of the week. Moving
Somehow
up
you're
there.
also on that boo boo. How are you? How are you lucky, Fleet King, and on that boo boo all at the same time? That's kind of interesting if you think about it.
I just want to let you know that I'm the only person that's on this table. I don't like. Okay, I'm taking up 3 of the tables here, like 3 of the 4 tables here, right?
Yeah.
That just tells you how efficient I am. How like I'm just standing out in this league. Like I said, I'm the one who brings the balance
Well, two
to
of
this
them are
league.
bad.
It's not no, it's not about whether or not I win this league entirely. I don't care about that. I just got to bring the balance, give everybody the same opportunity, give them a fair shot. I don't know about Preem, but I mean he needs help for sure. And Jesse, by the way, he needs help. He's making moves right now. I don't know. I mean, he still needs a quarterback. He definitely needs help. I don't know about Fleek. I mean, I feel like Jesse needs to. This table here somehow. I feel like Jesse has to be up there,
In where? In
but
Got Hoed?
and got hoed. But he's up there in Fleek King
He's up there on Fleet King
table.
because of the week 2 when Camaro went off. He had the best
Oh,
team,
he got
most
like 40 something
efficient,
points.
and
Yeah.
biggest blowout. He
Okay,
got
so he
all
got like
those on
3 points
1 week.
there.
Yeah, he got 3 points in
Okay,
1 week. So I think
so that's
if he doesn't pick it up in a few weeks, he's gonna drop down on that list for sure.
okay. Yeah, on that boob. Why am I on that? Why am I on this table, man?
Um,
I don't know about. I'm not sure about Lucky. Why do I have 3 points in Lucky?
bro, it's right there. Lowest points in win, overachiever, and narrow victory. You got narrow victory and overachiever last week, I think.
Oh, okay. Well, how did I get narrow victory last week if
You
I
barely
beat
beat me.
Tyler? Oh, the week before.
Yeah. The week before, sorry, the week
Oh, yes.
before.
Okay. That
Yeah,
makes
this
sense.
is cumulative over every week.
Oh, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Huh. I mean, it takes luck to win as well, man.
It does. I got lucky for
I
the
mean, it
first
takes
3
skills as well.
weeks.
It takes skills as well and good decision. It's all about decision making. Okay, you
All right.
take the risk, guys. Take the risk.
All right. Well, I'm gonna be
You're up
watching. I'm
there.
gonna be watching your game very closely this week, and I'll be rooting against you, Shin.
You don't have to against me.
Yeah, I'll be rooting against you.
See, that's that bad karma that you're accumulating right now. See,
Nah, I'm good.
you're already on a two losing streak right now. You don't want to make it 3. Okay.
Yeah, it might be 3, honestly.
I just want to let you know I'm okay with losing this week. Okay, I'm all about bringing the balance. I'm 4-1 right now. I'm up there with Toilet. Who's that dude again?
Mason.
Mason. I'm up there with Mason. I'm fine with losing this week. Okay, I'm fine with losing. It's all about bringing the balance and not having to do that stupid ass TikTok dance, whatever.
Yeah. I think next week I'm gonna start a segment called Dance Watch, and I'm gonna start highlighting the teams at the bottom and focus a little bit more on who they're playing and stuff like that. But I'm not prepared to do that this week, so we'll have to do that
Okay.
for next week.
How
Um,
long does the dance need to be? Like, is it like a short dance or like
yeah,
a?
yeah. TikToks are just like
How long are
they're like a
those?
minute or like 30 seconds to a minute.
30 seconds to a
I
minute.
think I think it's like 15 to 30 seconds.
Wait, so you have to dance to whatever is trending at that time, or is it something like very cringy?
Whoever's in first place gets to pick.
Ooh.
So if you get to
So
first place,
it could be like twerking too, right?
yeah, I mean if you get to first place and Jesse's in last place,
Damn.
you could pick.
Oh. Oh, that sounds very nice. But that's gonna be on week 11.
I think it's on week 11. So whatever the standings are at the end of week 10,
Whoever's
that'll
first get to choose the dance.
for whoever's last. Which
Oh,
I need Prame to pick it up. I don't want Prame, anyone but Prame or me is what I would want.
would you do it for him?
No. He gotta take his punishment, bro. If you last, you gotta do it.
I'll take accountability. I like that.
Yeah.
Preem is definitely, yeah.
This is his first
I
time
mean,
ever doing fantasy, so
I see. Yeah. I mean, he did get held a lot. I mean, like a lot of his,
Yeah, he lost Puka and
um,
Christian
yeah,
McCaffrey.
all the like pretty much his first pick, I guess, first second pick got hurt.
Yeah.
So that's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah. One other thing from earlier I didn't really talk about is just kind of what's going on with you, going on in life, going on lately. Maybe we could talk about that for a bit and then we'll call it.
That's fine. Yeah. I mean, for me, there's nothing much going on right now. I'm hitting that age of 32, still in my prime,
I
but
thought
not
you
even
already
close to
hit
my prime.
32. When's your birthday?
Oh yeah, I am 32. See, I just after you hit 30, I'm pretty sure people agree with me here. After you hit the age of 30, like
It
you
doesn't
just
matter anymore.
it doesn't matter. Like you lose count. You
Yeah.
don't even have to count anymore. It's all about how you take care of yourself at
Yeah.
the age, like starting at the age of 30, because you see a lot of people that are like, who ain't got no hair,
Let's see the
you
hairline.
know, who ain't got no hair, they're
Hey, I got my hairline's out here and exposed, bro.
they're like
Yeah.
going themselves, they're getting fat. I mean, it's harder to lose weight. Even on a diet, you can agree. You know how I feel. You know how you feel, right?
Let's see that hairline, bro. Let's see that hairline. Yeah, that's what I thought.
I mean, there are certain things that you gotta focus on
Yeah,
more,
yeah.
and it's all about taking care of your body and stuff like
I
that.
love how you're saying
Taking care of
taking care of your
yourself.
body while you got the vape just in the middle of the screen.
What'd you say?
You're talking about taking care of your body, and you just got the vape out here. It's so hypocritical ass. uh,
Yeah, just go. You gotta worry about your health. Get your physical.
uh,
Your annual physical, guys.
oh,
You know.
actually, is it
Get that
in here?
prostate exam.
There's one other thing. Oh, wait, I'll be right back. It took me 2 seconds.
I'm thinking about
I
changing
just
my
thought
name
about
to
this. We could do that live
Go ahead.
unboxing right here, Shin.
Live unboxing.
Yeah,
What
live
is it?
unboxing.
What is that?
You'll see.
Oh, unboxing.
Yeah, live unboxing right here. I ordered this I
I
think
can't even see
yesterday.
your thing, man.
Yeah, no, I'm opening
I
it
can't.
first. Shin,
What's up,
look.
dude? I can't see your thing. I can't see your. Maybe it's because you're streaming right now.
Oh
You're
shit.
streaming your computer.
Okay, I stopped streaming, but now I have two of myself, which
See, I
is
still
not
can't see you. It's like black screen right now. Come on,
okay.
podcaster.
Oh man, this is hoeing.
We've got some technical difficulties here. Just
You know,
this
if
is
you had a
just fun.
webcam and you were on your computer, this wouldn't be happening. Okay, well, I'll just describe it to you then, I guess. I got a I got the last volume of Berserk,
Ooh,
volume 14 of the deluxe edition. So, do you know what the significance about this volume is?
this is the last one, isn't it?
This is the last one up until his death.
Damn. Did that come out recently or?
No, it came out a while ago. I just hadn't bought it cuz I don't know. I just kind of been dragging my feet. But yeah, this is
Rest in
the one
peace.
that. Oh, bro, it has at the very end. Oh man, this is crazy. You can't see it, but maybe you'll have to watch the YouTube video after. But the last page
Does it
is
have,
that panel of Griffith crying, and then right after that it says Kentaro Miura, 1966 to 2021.
damn,
Rest in peace.
the goat, man.
Yeah,
That's
because
my favorite all time.
I know. Because I don't think I'm gonna buy like for me I'm not gonna continue. I don't think I'll continue buying these like whatever comes out after.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I might. I don't know. I read a little bit of the new stuff after, but I don't know.
It's kind of it hits you different, right?
Yeah, I feel like for me, it's just like I at this point, I'd rather just wait until it's 100% done if that ever happens, and then read it. Um, because like like what's the point
Uh,
of keeping up with it weekly, and then let's say this version also doesn't end.
right. Dude, I remember reading this back when I was in middle school because my brother rented the
He
manga.
put you on.
I mean, he didn't even put me on. He didn't even tell me to read it. He just like brought it. He brought like different mangas, rented them out, and brought it. And like whenever he went out, and I started reading it. That was my like first time reading it.
Did
And it
you read
was
it
like
in
at that
English
time
or
I was like,
Korean?
it was all in Korean. At that time, it was all like I had no idea what the hell was going on. Like I wasn't mature enough to understand what was going on.
Yeah.
Like the meaning behind it. Like there's like if you read it, it's like there's so many like hidden message towards it, different philosophy that he took from different philosophers and incorporated that into his own art. And so like if you I didn't understand any of that at that time. So which is why I read this thing like 3, 4 times already. Like
So how many times did you read
from
it? Do you
beginning.
always read it in Korean every time?
I read it in Korean most of the times, yeah.
Have you ever read
It
it in
hits you.
English?
I did some of them because like um the place I go to read it sometimes have missing episodes,
Missing
which is
volumes.
why missing volumes and things like that. Um, so which is why I go to the English version and read it. And it's different. It's different how you interpret it, how you translate it.
Hmm.
It definitely has more meaning to it whenever you read it in Korean for some reason. Um,
Do you have any examples top of mind that you can think of?
uh, uh, I think there's a certain episode where Guts tells this little girl how this little girl wants to run away with him. If I think it's like the elf episode, like the fake elf episode. I don't know if you remember that. I forgot
No.
what the arc is called. But like this girl wants to run away with him because like she was being abusive. I mean, abused by her parents and stuff like that. She wanted to run away. He was like telling her how like there's no paradise to work. Like if you're running away, there you can't get to paradise or something like that. I forgot how to translate. I don't know how to translate it well in English compared to Korean, but that kind of it hits you differently.
Mm.
Like then there's also a certain part where like if you gaze into the abyss will gaze, you know, to you or something like that. But that was also different. That's Nietzsche, by the way. That's from Nietzsche, and
Oh,
he took that from Nietzsche and put it onto his manga. So like if you know a lot of philosophers, you can kind of like see, oh, this is where it's from. Oh, this is from like this guy, like famous guy. Like he actually took that concept and brought it here to manga and portrayed it in his art. I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy.
I don't know a lot
So he
about
does that a
Nietzsche, but
lot.
Prem.
Yeah, so he
I
does.
don't know if I talked to you about this, but Prem's favorite manga is also Berserk.
Is that his all-time
Yeah, it's
favorite?
his all-time favorite
Is
also.
it your all-time favorite yet?
No, I don't think it'll
Yeah.
ever be my all-time favorite.
You think it'll ever be?
No, because
Really?
it doesn't have that nostalgia power for me.
No. If you, what if you take that out though? Nostalgia.
It's impossible. How do I take it out?
Uh, you just gotta take it out, man.
No, man. Also,
I
like
was able to do that with
I
Dragon
like
Ball
I
Z.
like Vinland Saga more than Berserk. I'll say that.
I see. Okay. I mean, that's
Yeah.
fair.
I think
That's fair.
I resonate more with the message of Vinland Saga. I think it's a lot more positive. It's like it's kind of negative and positive. Berserk I
Okay.
feel like is negative the whole time, but there's like hope in it, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's like a little spark of light.
Yeah, like in Vinland it
Pretty much
actually
one man
goes
struggling through everything. Like it's
yeah.
just him constantly struggling and trying to overcome that struggle.
Yeah. In Vinland it
It's
goes from dark to light.
mm.
And so I think that's the part of the reason I like it more too. And because I
I
would
mean, I could
say
understand. Yeah.
yeah, because all the other manga back here it's like it's hard, right? Like Bleach I watched as a kid. One Piece I watched the anime. Naruto obviously I
Hmm.
watched as a kid. Attack on Titan I started with the anime. So Berserk, Goodnight Pun Pun, Vagabond, and Chainsaw Man. Those are the only
You started
manga.
Vagabond?
Yeah, those are the only manga that I read first before there was ever an anime, or there might never be an anime, right? So I don't
Hmm.
have that many manga that I can compare. That's only manga to manga. Even Vinland doesn't count because I watched the anime first, but then I read the manga after. So
Mm.
you still gonna read that Vinland Saga one day, or what?
What happened?
You still gonna read that Vinland Saga?
Sure. Right on. Right on.
Right on, right on.
Right on. Right on. Right on.
All right, we need to stop this episode. It's going too long. So you want to sign
How long? How
off?
long has it been?
I don't know. There's not an elapsed time on here, but this one's long. This would be the longest one for sure.
Oh, okay.
You
Sorry,
want to
man.
say
Sorry
goodbye?
about
Sign
that.
off.
Yeah. So thank you for having me, Michael. It's been pretty fun. I feel like this is just us talking, like a just another Tuesday for us.
Yep,
Just
yep.
talking in Discord. I didn't really feel the need to be professional about anything. It's just us talking. I mean, we do this every day, basically. So I didn't feel any pressure or anything like that. But it was pretty fun. I just want to say that you guys who are in the fantasy football league should be thanking me because I brought the balance again. Emphasize the balance. I brought the balance to this league, and you're welcome. I got my job done. And it's for you to do your job of pull it down, okay? But yeah, thank you for having me, man.
Thank you. Thank you for coming on, Shin.